So, Matty, arguably two of the informed teams in North 1 East clash at Silveroyd on Saturday afternoon, Scarborough and Ilkley. Another tough game. You'll be expecting a battle of a game.
Yeah, I think that's what we're looking forward to. We know they're looking forward to kind of test ourselves. One of the kind of top teams that have come down from last year. They play a very similar kind of style to us as well, which is an exciting kind of brand. So they like to throw the ball around, and obviously we do as well. So yeah, I think it'll make for a high entertaining game, and hopefully we'll get the weather conditions that suits that kind of style of game.
Yeah, they of course beat Driffield last week, so a huge victory for them. They'll be full of confidence, but so are your side after beating Old Broads. What's the atmosphere like, Matty, within yourself and the squad? There must be a real buzz going amongst you and the lads.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a couple of a confidence kind of boost of the lads, of the things that we're kind of paying off in trainings or working in our game situations. And that's great to see from a coaching point of view, but then also the players' point of views as well, the things that we're working on are coming to fruition through the game. And so it's great for all parties to kind of be involved in, and the lads that are kind of stepping in as well. So we're lucky that we do have the kind of same kind of players week in, week out. But the guys who are kind of stepping in and filling in roles are doing a fantastic job, and they're making it difficult to for other guys to get back in.
And of course, the last couple of weeks, we've kind of been able to attack a little bit more than defend. But I guess you'll expect on Saturday that you'll do as fair, that both sides will do their fair share of defending. So you've got to make sure that you're on it on Saturday, or it could be a one-sided affair.
Yeah, exactly. Our defense has been absolutely great the last kind of couple of weeks, but what we kind of always say is that we have to kind of leave that last weekend, because that's been and done, and we've got another kind of test. And what we kind of said on the weekend is that we haven't seen anything of Ilkley, and we haven't kind of played Ilkley for, I would say, probably 8 or 9 years, I think, now. So it'll be fantastic to have them back to Silveroyd. And as I said, it'll be a great game for both teams to be involved in.
And that must be a weird situation for you as a head coach, because say when we play Pocklington or we played Old Broads, we've already played them once this year, so we kind of know what they're going to do. But for Ilkley, we've only seen results. So that must be strange for you going into a game with them not knowing what you're like and what you not know what they're like.
Yeah, it's great. Both teams can have that surprise kind of phase. And what we kind of said is that if you're kind of looking at results, there's enough kind of video footage, I think, around kind of clubs and highlights from each kind of team. But it's great. It's a great spectacle, and guys are going to kind of challenge themselves and challenge kind of the defensive kind of structures and the attacking kind of structure. So there's games that we kind of look forward to. Myself as a coach is looking and learning on the fly and trying to change things as kind of little as possible, and picking up kind of little things of their strengths and weaknesses. And I presume that they're going to be doing the same kind of thing against us.
Yeah, well, of course, the team news was announced today, Matty. Again, we seem to be after 20. Now we're in 2022. It seems to be just the same names every week, which is great for you. There's only 3 changes this week. Will Renard returns, Dylan Robinson returns, and James Long return. And Chris Purdy moves to the bench. So again, Matty, you've named probably one of your strongest teams that you possibly could, but you have done throughout throughout 2022. That must be that must be nice for you.
Yeah, as we said, as everyone's got that kind of like bug. I think we had a good break over Christmas, and I think guys really kind of re-energized. And yeah, and as I said, like the style of play the lads are playing is a style that we kind of enjoy to play. We've been pretty lucky, all but probably Saturday. The weather conditions have really kind of suited us. So it's a great kind of situation to be in, and it's a great confidence boost for in and around the club.
And I guess that shows the adaptability of your side, how you can play in any weather conditions and you can still perform and pick up wins.
Yeah, we spoke about it definitely, because obviously the weather conditions on Saturday were horrendous, and we always kind of talk about not being the greatest kind of weather kind of dependent kind of team. We don't kind of sometimes play the weather conditions well, but the second half into the wind on Saturday, I think, was one of the best kind of halves that we've kind of played in kind of trying and testing kind of conditions, and it showed that if we just kind of kept the faith and kept the ball, that we can actually play into those kind of any of those kind of conditions. So hopefully it's a great confidence boost for the lads, because the two kind of other games are the Pocklington away and Cleckheaton away, where we faced the same kind of weather, those weather kind of conditions with a little bit of rain. We just kind of we went into our shells and didn't play the way that we wanted to play. So yes, to come out on top with a win into those kind of conditions was great.
And I know this weekend it's, of course, the return of the Six Nations. It's a very rugby-orientated weekend, Matty, but you'll still be hoping that the supporters will come out like they do every week and get behind you, because you're sure to get quite a few faithful come over from Ilkley.
There's nothing better than obviously having your game in the afternoon and then coming straight upstairs and watching England, Scotland. And I think the atmosphere in and around the club is just what everyone kind of needs right now. So hopefully it's going to be a great occasion on the field. And then to come up with all supporters from Ilkley and from home is going to be great. And I think it's something that all the lads are kind of looking forward to after we do the job.